On a shore veiled in mist, Posey, an 11-year-old detective, embarks on her quest. Her small hands clutch a magnifying glass, scrutinizing the secrets hidden within the sand. A mystical map shimmers before her, its glowing red triangle charting a path through the unknown. The map's points, like beacons of destiny, connect Miami, Bermuda, and Puerto Rico. Posey stands resolute, ready to follow the map, the detective hat shadowing her face. Posey settles at her desk, the room a haven of books and digital screens. With a deep breath, she opens her notebook, ready to begin a new chapter. Posey's Investigative Chronicles. Episode 1. The pen hovers, poised to capture her thoughts as the story unfolds. In her vibrant room, Posey is drawn into a digital ocean where Bermuda's secrets shimmer invitingly. The screen explodes with images of lost ships and forgotten aircraft, teasing a mystery beneath the waves. Posey's determination deepens as she navigates the virtual depths, hunting for answers among the digital wreckage. The ocean map pulsates with potential discoveries, each coordinate a breadcrumb leading to the unknown. Posey's focus sharpens, poised to uncover the hidden truths concealed within Bermuda's treacherous waters. Animated and eager, Posey immerses herself fully, ready to dive into the enigma that awaits. In a room bursting with maps and detective gadgets, Posey, a vibrant 11-year-old, flashes a bright smile at the camera. Posey, brimming with youthful enthusiasm, announces, "Hey there, detectives! I'm Posey, your 11-year-old sleuth." Her eyes gleam with ambition as she proclaims her mission. "I love mysteries, and I plan to crack the Bermuda Triangle case." Posey gestures emphatically at a large map of the Bermuda Triangle, her focus sharp and unwavering. Surrounded by her investigative tools, Posey picks up a magnifying glass, examining it with a serious expression. Posey, now seated at her desk, leans forward with determination, ready to unravel the mysteries that lie ahead. Posey's room is filled with an air of mystery as Posey gestures, her eyes reflecting both fascination and fear. Posey's voice trembles as she speaks of the ocean graveyard, a realm of vanished ships, planes, and lives. It's a 500 square-mile ocean graveyard. Her voice drops to a whisper as she describes the scale of the graveyard. Posey's gaze intensifies, a shadow crossing her face as she speaks of the lives lost. So many ships, planes, lives, all vanished within its boundaries. Posey stands amidst a labyrinth of maps and monitors, her face illuminated by the cold glow of the screens. She gestures emphatically, her words echoing in the data-filled space. Is it a portal to another world, a curse from lost Atlantis, or something science can unravel? Her voice rises with determination as she declares, "I'm using AI to scan facts, drone footage, and survivor stories." The AI scans drone footage, searching for anomalies. The AI analyzes survivor stories, filtering out the impossible. Posey watches the screens intently, a glimmer of hope in her eyes. Inside Posey's room, a crescendo of suspenseful music fills the air as she dives into historical logs, seeking answers. Animated displays flash, highlighting Bermuda coordinates, hinting at disappearances yet to unfold. AI overlays add to the room's digital glow, emphasizing the mysteries that lie beneath the surface. The room pulsates with the rhythm of the music, creating a sense of impending doom. The atmosphere is thick with anticipation, each clue bringing Posey closer to the dark truths. The USS Supervier glides across the tranquil ocean, its sails full and majestic. The Navy sloop sails through the serene waters, sails stretched wide. Suddenly, the vibrant scene fades, plunging into a stark monochrome. The ship disappears, leaving behind an empty, silent ocean. Posey sits at her desk, her focus absolute, as she navigates a holographic screen filled with complex data. Lines of code and AI analysis dance before her eyes, a digital sea of information. No distress signals, calm seas. Posey notes, her voice a soft murmur in the quiet room. The absence of chaos, only deepens the mystery surrounding the Supervier's disappearance, casting a shadow over her thoughts. It only deepens the mystery of the Supervier's disappearance, she concludes, her voice tinged with concern. The USS Cyclops cuts through the ocean, a behemoth of steel against the endless horizon. From within the ship, a radio message bursts forth. All well. The message echoes across the sea, a fragile thread connecting Brazil to Baltimore. The vibrant colors of the day begin to fade, the scene shifting into the stark contrast of black and white. The ship sails on, a silent sentinel against the monochrome vastness of the sea. Posey is surrounded by the cold glow of screens, her brow furrowed in thought. No lifeboats, no debris. Was it overloaded cargo, mutiny, or something pulling it under? She pauses, the weight of unanswered questions hanging heavy in the air. A cold, detached voice cuts through the silence. The AI analysis shows no matching storm pattern. Posey looks up, her expression a mask of grim determination. Against the endless blue of the ocean, 5 TBM Avenger bombers, Flight 19, soar in perfect harmony. The sun blazes upon the metallic bodies of the aircraft, turning them into streaks of light against the sky. Lieutenant Charles Taylor's voice cracks through the comms, a chilling prelude to disaster. Compass is failing. Everything looks wrong, even the ocean. Doubt descends as Lieutenant Charles Taylor stares down at the strange, unsettling ocean stretching out beneath him. The silver bombers vanish into the sky's boundless expanse, fading into the distant horizon. A lone rescue plane ascends, its engines roaring with a determined promise of hope. Suddenly, a blinding flash consumes the rescue plane, obliterating it in a violent burst. Debris falls into the ocean, swallowed by the waves, leaving no trace of the tragedy. In Posey's room, a map sprawls, its vibrant hues hinting at secrets hidden within densely marked zones. She points out the map's clustered markings, a statistical impossibility. Her expression turns serious as she likens the map's mysteries to the chilling Dyatlov Pass incident. The map's dark secrets mirror the haunting enigma of Episode 3, where hikers met their inexplicable end. The SS Marine Sulphur Queen sails away, leaving behind a haunting trail. Melted and twisted debris floats ominously on the water, a testament to recent destruction. The ocean reflects a scene of silent catastrophe, the aftermath lingering in plain sight. Whispers of a disaster linger on the waves, telling a silent, unsettling story. The vast expanse of the ocean amplifies the solitude and the lingering sense of loss. The sun casts long shadows over the debris, marking the passage of time since the tragedy. In the bright expanse of the ocean near Miami, in 1967, the Witchcraft yacht mysteriously disappears. A voice crackles over the radio, filled with disbelief, requesting a tow. Rescuers race towards the scene, their boats slicing through the waves, searching for any sign of the vanished vessel. All that remains is a solitary life jacket, bobbing gently on the water's surface. In Posey's room, sunlight streams through the window, casting long shadows across the floor. The walls of Posey's room are covered in maps and charts, each one a piece of the puzzle. The air hangs heavy with unspoken questions, the room a sanctuary of focused intensity. These sudden radio blackouts and equipment failures. The patterns scream mystery. Posey's eyes narrow, the weight of the unknown pressing down on her. The room holds its breath, waiting for Posey to unravel the enigma. Under the radiant 1,950's sun, cargo ships cut through the vast ocean, their gleaming hulls reflecting the promise of safe passage. The ships navigate the treacherous waters of the Bermuda Triangle. One moment, a ship sails smoothly, a testament to human ingenuity against the elements. The next, a sudden, inexplicable disappearance. The ship vanishes without a trace. Only ripples remain in the ship's wake, a silent testament to the ocean's mysterious power. Gleaming private planes streak across the clear blue sky, symbols of carefree flight in the 1970s. Suddenly, the planes vanish, disappearing into thin air above the endless ocean. One moment they are present, engines roaring, a spectacle of modern luxury. The next, they are gone, leaving only empty sky and the vast, indifferent sea below. A chilling mystery unfolds as the once vibrant aircrafts are erased from existence. In a room drowned in shadows, Posey sits amidst a web of monitors and charts, the air heavy with the smell of aged paper and circuits. Posey, lost in thought, murmurs. Common threads. Disorientation. No maydays. A disembodied voice echoes, revealing the AI profiles victims as skilled sailors, pilots, on routine trips. The room pulses with quiet tension, the monitors casting an eerie glow on Posey's face as the implications sink in. Posey stands surrounded by chaos, maps and clippings scattered like fallen leaves. She gestures, drawing eerie parallels between disappearances and a ghost ship. A palpable unease fills the room, heavy as a shroud. Her voice echoes with chilling certainty. It's like the Mary Celeste. Something spooks them and they just vanish. Inside the cramped cockpit, pilot Bruce Jernan prepares for takeoff, unaware of the bizarre journey ahead. The aircraft soars into the sky, leaving the familiar world behind as pilot Bruce Jernan pilots the plane. An eerie, glowing cloud envelops the plane, plunging pilot Bruce Jernan into an electronic fog. Time and space warp as the plane hurtles through a surreal tunnel of light. In what feels like mere moments, pilot Bruce Jernan emerges. The landscape radically changed 100 miles, devoured in impossible speed. On the vast ocean, Captain Don Henry commands his tugboat, unaware of the impending chaos. Suddenly, the tugboat is violently whooshed off course, caught in an unseen force. Compasses spin erratically, reflecting the impossible forces now at play. The vessel is hurled miles from its intended path, lost in a blink of an eye. Captain Don Henry fights to regain control as the ocean churns around him, defying explanation. On the vast ocean, Christopher Columbus sits at his desk, the bright sun reflecting off the endless water. He meticulously records his observations of the sea, noting unusual glowing lights. His expression is one of deep concentration as he studies the compass, puzzled by its strange behavior. The endless ocean stretches around him, a silent witness to his quest. Posey stands in her room, surrounded by towering stacks of books, a scholar amidst her domain. Sunlight streams through the window, illuminating the room and creating an otherworldly glow. She begins to speak, her voice echoing slightly in the confines of the book-lined room. Vincent Gaddis named the triangle in 1964, and Charles Berlitz's books amplified its lore. Her words hang in the air, a testament to the mysteries contained within the books that surround her. Posey, bathed in the glow of monitors, navigates a labyrinth of complex data. Busy shipping lanes amplify incidents, but AI stats show losses are tanks expected. Her voice echoes with concern. It echoes Episode 3's Dyatlov case. The monitors display a chaotic network of shipping lanes. Posey's fingers fly across the keyboard, seeking answers in the digital chaos. A sense of urgency fills the room as Posey delves deeper into the anomaly. Posey's room is bathed in the ethereal glow of her AI screen, where shadows dance across her face as she delves into complex fog patterns. The room pulses with soft beeps and clicks, a symphony of data as Posey's AI cross-references fog patterns with potential panic cases. Her brow furrows deeper as Posey analyzes the swirling fog patterns, each shift hinting at unseen possibilities. The soft glow of the AI screen reflects in Posey's focused eyes, casting an otherworldly light on her determined features. Each beep and click is a step closer to understanding, a subtle symphony of technology and intuition guiding Posey's quest. In the quiet hum of her room, Posey remains a beacon of concentration, her mind weaving through data and fog to anticipate the unseen. In Posey's room, sunlight streams through the window, illuminating her fervor. Posey gestures emphatically, her eyes shining with fervor. Let's dive in, shall we? We'll start with Atlantis. Ever wonder how such an advanced civilization just vanished? In the crushing depths of the ocean, divers descend into an alien world, where the gloom conceals ancient secrets. Emerging from the shadows, pyramid-like ruins hint at a civilization lost to time. An AI scan sweeps across the structures, revealing angles and design defying natural formation. The artificial origin of the ruins becomes undeniable, a testament to unknown architects. Posey sits, lost in thought, surrounded by papers and books. Sunlight streams through the window, illuminating the swirling dust motes in his room. Posey gestures emphatically, diving into his theories. And it's not just UFOs. Think about Columbus, the lights he saw. He poses the question. Now, sonar in 2025 is picking up unidentified submerged objects, USOs. What were they? In Posey's room, sunlight paints the scene, illuminating dancing dust motes. Posey gestures intensely at a stack of declassified Navy files. The declassified files are stacked haphazardly on the desk, hinting at secrets. Papers scattered on the desk hint at a mind consumed by mysteries and unanswered questions. Posey stands before a whiteboard filled with complex diagrams, her energy radiating with enthusiasm. With a spark of scientific passion, Posey begins. Let's start with methane gas bubbles. She elaborates, her voice filled with intrigue. These rise from seafloor vents, Posey warns with a hint of drama. Can sink ships and even ignite planes. On the ocean floor, seismic data confirms active vents. Volcanic vents release plumes of smoke into the ocean. The vents spew out molten rock and superheated water. The scene captures the raw power of geological activity. High above the Earth, NASA satellites silently observe the vast expanse of the ocean. Strange, hexagonal clouds begin to form, an unnatural pattern against the serene blue. Below the clouds, hurricane-force winds rage, unseen but devastating. The air bombs unleash their fury upon the unsuspecting sea. Posey sits amidst towering stacks of papers and books, bathed in the gentle glow of sunlight. The sunlight filtering through the window casts a warm hue, illuminating dust motes dancing in the air. Posey's lips barely move as she mutters. Dr. Karl Krushelnicki's 2025 paper insists that high traffic plus storms equals accidents, not magic. A resolute glint flashes in Posey's eyes as she rereads the complex text. The room remains still, save for the subtle rustling of pages as Posey searches for answers. Posey stands surrounded by scientific equipment, the scene charged with intellectual fervor. She passionately elucidates. Magnetic fields, they're all around us, but they play havoc with our compasses. Her words paint a vivid picture of unseen forces. She warns. Solar flares, or even volcanic activity, they just amplify the chaos. Posey stands amidst a storm of scattered notes, her mind ablaze with insight. Equations dance across the whiteboard as Posey's excitement builds. Her gestures grow wilder, fueled by a breakthrough revelation. Plasma clouds might warp time, explaining Jernan's leap. The room fades as the theory consumes her. Posey sits in her room, surrounded by a chaotic sea of papers and books, lost in thought. Her pen taps rhythmically against her chin as she studies the intricate web of connections on the corkboard. A slow, thoughtful nod confirms her suspicions as she pieces together the puzzle. With a decisive stroke, Posey links the disparate theories, drawing a bold line between the Dyatlov Pass incident and the infrasound panic theory. Posey sits at her desk, an island of books and papers surrounding her. Her expression is intensely focused, lost in the labyrinth of her research. Let's start with the survivor accounts, she murmurs, her voice barely audible. She continues. In 1980, a cargo ship crew reported lost time while navigating through a dense fog. The room holds its breath, as if listening alongside her to the echoes of the past. Under the relentless sun, Captain Ray Thompson squints, the endless ocean mirroring his watchful gaze. A derelict ship emerges from the horizon, a fleeting specter against the vast expanse. His eyes struggle to reconcile the vision, disbelief etching across his weathered face. The ghost ship vanishes, leaving only the unbroken surface of the sea and a lingering question in Captain Thompson's eyes. Beneath the ocean's surface, AI drones descend into the crushing depths, their beams cutting through the murky abyss. The ocean floor reveals sharp, angular stones scattered amidst the organic chaos. The drones map the seabed, unveiling an unnatural formation amidst the natural landscape. The AI drones continue their exploration, the light beams revealing more details of the ocean floor. Amidst the scattered stones, an unnatural formation emerges, defying the organic chaos of the ocean floor. The drones document the alien structure, its sharp edges a stark contrast to the surroundings. The vast ocean stretches to the horizon, its surface shimmering under the sun. A plane soars through the sky, a tiny speck against the immense blue. Suddenly, the plane falters, its engines sputtering as it begins its descent. The aircraft plunges into the ocean, disappearing beneath the waves in a violent splash. The sea is calm again. The only evidence of the disaster, a few scattered pieces of debris. An eerie silence descends, echoing the mysteries of the Bermuda Triangle. In the vast expanse of the ocean, the Bermuda Oceanographic Institute's sonar sends out its signal, mapping the unseen world below. On the screen, mysterious unidentified submerged objects emerge, metallic and silent in the crushing depths. The USOs remain still, undisturbed by the relentless currents that sweep around them. The sonar continues its silent vigil, painting a picture of the unknown in the inky blackness. In Posey's room, sunlight floods in, illuminating the swirling dust. Posey, surrounded by books and maps, contemplates the mysteries of the deep. 95% of the oceans are unexplored, Posey muses, a sense of wonder in her voice. She compares the unknown depths to Dyatlov's uncharted slopes. Posey's gaze reflects a fascination with the unexplored. In the stark light of her room, Posey immerses herself in the vessel logs. The monitor flickers with endless data, each line a silent warning. Posey's focused gaze intensifies as she spots a pattern in the chaos. A grim realization dawns. The logs show electromagnetic pulses, a precursor to equipment failure. The room falls silent, save for the hum of the monitor as the weight of her discovery settles. Posey sits amidst a sea of maps and charts, her room filled with sunlight. Sunlight streams through the window, casting golden rays that dance in the air. Engrossed in her research, Posey contemplates the mysteries of the Bermuda Triangle. Her thoughts echo in the sunlit room as Posey wonders, the Bermuda Triangle myth or menace? The question hangs in the air, unanswered, as the sunlight continues to illuminate her quest. Posey turns, a contemplative look on her face, her gaze drawn to the window. Sunlight floods Posey's room, revealing a space where the mysteries of science and history intertwine. Bookshelves overflow with knowledge, hinting at a mind driven by curiosity and an endless pursuit of answers. Posters of unidentified submerged objects and archaeological digs cover the walls, reflecting Posey's fascination with the unknown. Amidst the clutter, Posey's voice cuts through the quiet, pondering the enigmas that haunt the edges of accepted science. Science leans towards gas, waves, and errors, but 2025 ruins and USOs keep questions alive. In a cluttered room bathed in sunlight, Posey sits amidst the chaos, lost in thought. Posey's expression hardens as she voices a chilling insight. Like the Celeste crew and Dyatlov hikers, fear in extremes drives rash moves. Her voice, echoing through the cluttered room, carries the weight of past tragedies. The sunlight streams in, illuminating the objects around her, each a silent witness to her dark reflections. Each item in the room seems to whisper tales of caution and consequence. The shadows lengthen, mirroring the growing intensity of her thoughts. Sunlight fills Posey's room, illuminating the air. Bookshelves overflow with books, charts of the ocean floor covering the walls. Posey stands by the window, gazing out at the distant horizon. A determined glint shines in Posey's eyes as she considers the ocean's mysteries. The ocean hides truths we're only starting to chase. In her vibrant room, Posey sits, surrounded by posters and quirky decorations. Posey turns directly to the camera, her warm smile inviting. Posey announces. Posey signing off. What's your theory? Aliens, Atlantis, or accidents? Drop it below, she requests with a playful gleam in her eyes. Bathed in soft daylight, Posey's room is a haven for maritime mysteries. Posey's inviting smile welcomes viewers into her world. She leans forward, sharing her excitement. Hey everyone! Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Her enthusiasm builds as she teases. So you do not miss Episode 2, Mary Celeste's Ghost Ship, a final, friendly reminder to stay tuned. Her eyes full of warmth and anticipation. Amidst the chaos of papers and screens, Posey commands attention, poised at her desk. Posey gestures to the screen. Here, I've put together everything. She details the information. Links to drone videos from 2025, Crucial Nikki's paper, and a list of relevant books. The screens glow, filled with data and video. A cluttered desk. Posey is ready. Sunlight floods into Posey's room, casting a golden glow on scattered books and detective gear. Posey's face lights up with a warm, inviting smile, hinting at the adventures to come. In a moment of playful encouragement, Posey shares her enthusiasm. Stay curious, detectives. The scattered books and detective gear hint at the mysteries that fill Posey's world. A close-up captures the gleam in Posey's eye, reflecting her passion for uncovering secrets. The room radiates warmth and inspiration, inviting viewers to join Posey's quest for knowledge. Bathed in the gentle light of her monitor, Posey sits at her desk, a picture of focused precision. Her fingers dance across the keyboard as she meticulously organizes her case files in a digital sanctuary. The soft glow of the monitor illuminates her face, highlighting her unwavering concentration. The tidy room, filled with books and a small potted plant, reflects her orderly mind. In this quiet space, Posey finds solace in the meticulous work that defines her. In the subdued light of Posey's room, a monitor casts an eerie glow. A fleeting image appears on the screen. The spectral silhouette of a ghost ship. The ghostly shape hints at the thrilling adventures that await in Episode 2. The room stands still, holding the promise of mysteries yet to unfold. The glow from the monitor dances across the walls, teasing with tales of adventure. The silhouette of the ghost ship lingers, beckoning viewers into the unknown. Posey stands solitary on the misty shore, her figure outlined against the muted expanse of sea and sky. The heavy mist blurs the line between water and air, enveloping Posey in a world of soft, diffused light. The gentle lapping of waves forms a quiet symphony as Posey remains still, lost in thought. Posey's silhouette is a stark contrast against the fog, an emblem of quiet contemplation by the sea's edge. In a room filled with scattered papers, Posey sits, contemplating the enigma of the USS Supervier's disappearance. The mystery deepens, as Posey's focus tightens on the cryptic notes before them. Each clue is a breadcrumb, each paper a piece of a puzzle that threatens to consume them. The room is silent, save for the rustle of papers, as Posey's mind races. Can Posey unlock the secrets hidden within the scattered fragments of the past? The weight of the unsolved mystery bears down on Posey, their determination unwavering. The USS Supervier glides swiftly through the vast ocean, its sleek form a testament to naval power. A foreboding fog bank looms on the horizon, its dense mass promising mystery and peril. The warship sails directly toward the encroaching fog, undeterred by the uncertainty it conceals. Tendrils of fog begin to envelop the ship, wrapping around its masts like spectral arms. The fog thickens, obscuring the ship's details as it becomes one with the misty abyss. The USS Supervier vanishes completely, swallowed whole by the dense, impenetrable fog. Posey sits alone, poring over the USS Cyclops manifest. The manifest details become a maze of names and dates. Each name on the list whispers forgotten tales. Posey's brow furrows as she searches for a hidden clue. The weight of history settles heavily around her. The USS Cyclops sails through the vast ocean, slicing through the waves with unwavering power. Suddenly, the ship enters an eerie zone of unnerving calm, where the water transforms into a mirror of glass. The sea stretches out, a glassy expanse reflecting the sun's relentless glare. The stark contrast between the previous storm and the current tranquility intensifies the unsettling atmosphere. In her room, Posey is surrounded by stacks of documents, her brow furrowed in concentration. The official reports on the Flight 19 incident consume her desk, each page a piece of the puzzle. Posey pores over the documents, her eyes scanning each line for answers. With a bright yellow marker, Posey highlights crucial sections, marking them for further scrutiny. The room is filled with the quiet tension of Posey's relentless pursuit of truth. Each marked page is a step closer to unraveling the mystery of Flight 19. Above the endless blue, Flight 19 cuts through the vast expanse of the ocean in 1,945. The planes maintain their course, unaware of the impending distortion that awaits. An unseen force begins to twist the very air around them, a subtle shift in the atmosphere. Without warning, the planes plunge into a magnetic anomaly, where compasses spin wildly and instruments fail. The ocean below reflects a distorted image of the sky, as Flight 19 vanishes into the unknown. In the quiet of her room, Posey hunches over a desk, lost in a sea of books and papers. The laptop's glow casts an eerie light on her face as she immerses herself in the details of the SS Marine Sulphur Queen disaster. Her fingers dance across the keyboard, a frantic search through historical documents and online archives. Each click and scroll pulls her deeper into the mystery, the room silent save for the tapping of keys. Under a sky heavy with impending storm, the vast ocean churns restlessly. In the distance, the SS Marine Sulphur Queen battles the mounting fury of the sea. A colossal wave rises, poised to swallow the ship whole. The wave crashes down, obscuring the ship in a violent torrent. The sea calms momentarily, revealing only churning water and scattered debris where the ship once stood. Sunlight floods Posey's room, casting shadows that dance across the nautical charts covering every surface. Posey's brow is furrowed deeply as she stands, utterly consumed by the mystery of the Witchcraft yacht's disappearance. A magnifying glass glints in Posey's hand, reflecting her intense concentration. Posey traces the yacht's last known trajectory, her mind piecing together the puzzle. The room is still. Posey is absorbed in the details, the weight of the unsolved mystery palpable. Each shadow and sunbeam seems to whisper secrets as Posey leans closer to the truth. The Witchcraft yacht floats serenely on the shimmering ocean under the bright, warm sun. A lone yacht, isolated on the vast expanse of the ocean, reflects the sun's glare. Suddenly, the tranquility shatters as a crackling voice pierces the silence. Mayday. Mayday. This is the Witchcraft. A desperate plea echoes across the water. We are experiencing difficulties. The urgency intensifies as the call concludes. Request immediate assistance. The Witchcraft yacht drifts silently, awaiting rescue on the seemingly endless ocean. In her cluttered room, Posey is swallowed by screens, each pixel a reflection of methane gas bubbles. The monitors emit a soft glow, casting eerie shadows that dance across Posey's intense, furrowed brow. Numbers cascade down the screens like digital rain, each one a clue to the secrets hidden beneath. Graphs twist and turn, a visual maze reflecting the complex calculations churning in her mind. Her eyes are alight with determination, each flicker a spark of hope in the face of overwhelming data. Posey remains motionless, lost in a sea of research papers and monitors, her quest for answers unwavering. The ocean floor lies in serene stillness, untouched by the world above. Suddenly, the silence is shattered as methane gas bubbles erupt violently from the seabed. The tranquility of the deep is momentarily disrupted by the chaotic eruption. The eruption subsides, leaving the ocean floor to slowly return to its peaceful state. Posey sits at her desk, the laptop screen casting an ethereal glow on her face. The room around her is a sea of knowledge, filled with stacks of books and papers. The laptop screen displays simulations of rogue waves, each flicker capturing Posey's unwavering focus. The glow from the screen illuminates Posey's intense concentration, a silent testament to her deep dive into oceanography. The ocean stretches, calm and serene under the bright sun. Suddenly, a colossal rogue wave rises from the depths, casting a dark shadow across the water. An immense wall of water towers over a distant ship, threatening to engulf it entirely. The ship is tossed, like a toy, caught in the wave's merciless grip. Posey is deeply engrossed, her room filled with nautical charts. The Bermuda Triangle looms large in her imagination. She pores over the maps, a storm of thought brewing. Each line, each depth marking a new clue. The room is silent, save for the rustle of charts. The mystery of the triangle calls to her. A solitary compass rests precariously on a weathered plank, adrift in the endless expanse of the ocean. The compass needle spins wildly, defying any sense of direction under the scorching sun. The relentless sun blazes down, casting harsh glares across the water's surface as the compass continues its frantic dance. Lost in the immensity of the ocean, the compass spins, a symbol of disorientation and lost hope. Bathed in sunlight, Posey sits surrounded by towering stacks of books and papers, her brow furrowed in concentration. She gestures emphatically, piecing together the puzzle of scattered theories. The room transforms into a sanctuary of intellect, where the weight of knowledge feels almost palpable. Each book and paper seems to whisper secrets as Posey navigates the labyrinth of information. A determined glint sparks in her eyes as she edges closer to a breakthrough, the sunlight illuminating her face. The room holds its breath, awaiting the moment of revelation as Posey prepares to share her findings. On the misty shore, Posey appears, her smile radiant with an irresistible invitation. Her eyes sparkle with an enthusiasm that promises adventure and discovery. With a warm gesture, she beckons viewers into a world, offering a personal connection. The misty backdrop adds an air of mystery, enhancing the allure of her invitation. Posey stands as a beacon of warmth, inviting all to share in the wonders of the shore. Gentle waves echo through Posey's room, a stark contrast to the inner turmoil. A compass spins wildly, its needle lost and searching, mirroring a deeper disorientation. The frantic spinning intensifies, the compass a symbol of Posey's lost direction. The unstable needle reflects an unseen struggle, a quest for guidance in a world of uncertainty. The relentless crashing of waves amplifies the sense of being adrift, lost in an emotional sea.